I want to welcome you all to a class that I believe will make a huge difference in your life and the life of your family. I want to talk to you about how to stay young for the first 100 years. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, that title sounds pretty catchy. Do I really need to know how to stay young for 100 years? That sounds pretty far-fetched and ambitious. Well, it's really not. You need to start thinking about what it means for you and your family to live a long life. Let's look at some of the facts. So in the 1900s, the average lifespan was 49 years old. Now there's no question this was because people died at a very young age. We didn't have the kind of cures and the kind of health care that we do now. That's the point. Everyone's chances of living a long, healthy life were just much less back then. As a matter of fact, the average lifespan today is 77.6 years and growing. In recent studies from the scientists at the University of Texas, reported on Today's Show, by the year 2050, 800,000 Americans will reach 100 years old and some up to 150. So what does this mean? It means that our kids are going to need to know more about how to stay young for the first 100 years than they are going to need to know or think about what they're going to do with their inheritance. So yes, this is a topic for you and your family. If you're going to live for 100 years, you want that to be a quality life. You don't simply want to exist on this planet. You want to be able to live and work and play on this planet. You want to have a quality life. Now we have a whole huge group of baby boomers that are moving into the over 50 phase of life, and we're seeing the large number of effects that long life can lead to. Long life has revealed that we have some major areas of health concern after 50 if we don't do anything before we're 50 to prevent these. These are areas that we haven't seen before because we haven't seen such large numbers reach such a ripe old age. For example, we are continually being confronted with the devastation of mental diseases like Alzheimer's. This disease did not just appear. We are seeing more of it because it comes on in people at 70 or older. Now that we realize that the chances are much greater that we will reach this age, we need to take some precaution to make sure we can still use our minds when we get to this age. We also see the more importance in taking care of our skin. Old age has brought about a huge growth in cosmetic surgeries. More and more people are trying to correct the wrinkle problem that comes with growing older. But the biggest problem that we are facing with the increase in lifespan is an increase in musculoskeletal problems. Basically, our mobility function. Your ability to move around like you used to. We increased our odds of living past age 80, and we have increased our life activities, but we have not changed the way we take care of our spine. We are the first generation to see the ramifications that long life creates, and it reveals areas of neglect. Now the stats show the most common cause of functional disability in people over 50 is spinal disorders. Wow, that's really important to know. How many of you plan on living to past 50? How many of you think your family is going to live past 50? All right, let's think of this example. If somebody was going to break into your home and steal all of your possessions, but I found out and was able to tell you who was going to do it and when, would you do something about it, or would you just let it happen? Now I'm able to tell you what is going to rob you of your functional capacities and when it's going to happen. Are you going to do something about it, or are you going to just let it happen? Of course not. So let's prevent it. Just like we prevent somebody from breaking into your home, I think we all agree that we should work harder to prevent somebody from stealing our health and our ability to function. Think about this. If you lost your mobility at 65 and lived to 105, that's 40 years of immobility and pain. Let's take a look some of the areas of healthcare where we've already made some adjustments and improvements for our health. Look at the advancements we have made with tooth decay. We used to have many more cavities and loss of teeth in years past than we do now. We take so much better care of our teeth now with preventative care, and our teeth last longer and cause us less pain. More and more people are also living with less wrinkles. That's right, there's been a 465% increase in the number of people wanting to get rid of wrinkles since 1997. That was 12 million cosmetics adjustments last year for the desire to stay younger and get rid of wrinkles. Now, I'm all for us for having long-lasting teeth and less wrinkles, but I think we can all agree, if you can't move, a lack of mobility is going to make you look a lot older than some crow's feet. The only reason we respond to our teeth and our wrinkles before our spine and our joints is the simple fact, if your spine were on your face, we would take better care of it. We don't wait till our teeth fall out before we do something, and we shouldn't wait till our back goes out before we take care of it. You take preventative steps to have pearly white and less wrinkles. So let's take the preventative steps to have good mobility, since the chances are absolutely huge that you will live 30 to 40 years past 50. So why is this even more important than our teeth? Well, there is no such thing as a spine transplant. You can get a new set of teeth, and there are many organs that can be replaced. But if you don't take care of your spine, there's no going back. There's no crown, there's no replacement. You just live with the pain. And don't forget,